Hey guys, Chris here from Badass Agile. I want to talk to you for a minute about retrospectives. We talk about these a lot, but we always talk about improving retrospectives the same way. How can we get people to engage more? And what are some gambits or tricks or card decks that we can use to make retrospectives easier to run or more fun? I'd like to talk about something additional. Normally we think of retrospectives as a time to improve our process, and that's true. But what about improving the team itself? Could we use the retrospective as a time for greater learning? That could be learning inside or outside the realm of what we do every day. It could be sharing stories, but it also could be techniques that have nothing to do with the development or the Scrum process. In fact, here's a great idea. You could use some time each week that you would designate towards a retrospective, towards learning more about the business you serve. Couldn't we bring some people in to tell us a little bit more about what are the business objectives? What's on the quarterly report? What are we saying to shareholders? What are we saying to stockholders? What are we saying to customers? What would success look like as a business? How do we make money? How do we do it well? What's our strategy? What's our strategy in marketing? What's our strategy in product? So this conversation goes far beyond the product owner and into other members of the management or executive tiers. If we learn more about the business that we serve, it becomes easier to answer difficult questions about what are we delivering, why is it valuable, and what does done and done well look like. Another thing you could do is the inverse. Teach the organization about Agile. Who else could we meet inside this company who would be interested in the benefits of Agile, even if it's not in the software development realm? Could we talk to human resources people? Could we be talking to marketing or sales people? What about legal? What about finance? Etc., etc. Operations. The core services or products that we offer to our customer base that we're not working on. Where else can we expose them to the benefit of Agile mindsets? Here's another thing we could teach. We could teach leadership skill. You could spend part of a retrospective each week discussing a new leadership technique, philosophy, or finding. Even better, I like the idea of a sermon. Not the kind of sermon that's judgment and hellfire, but the part of a sermon that's meant to be inspiring. Sermons should inspire in each of us a sense of duty, a sense of honor, a sense of responsibility, a sense of community, a sense of pride. And I think that, if you ever look at, there's a great show called Family Feud, and the current host, a guy named Steve Harvey. Sometimes on YouTube you can catch him speaking to the audience before the show about his take on success, failure, fear, all of those things that we as a population desperately need to learn more about, because quite frankly, we don't do it well. We don't do it well individually, we don't do it well as a community, and we certainly don't do it well as a corporation, as a large organization. We can be terrible at these skills. So if we have the ability, we have a chance to speak to one another, express our opinions, and inspire our teammates to do more, to be more, not to work more, but to create more impact, to create more value, to create more wellness and balance, to create more empathy, to create more helping, responsibility, duty. Those are the things that we could be using our retrospective for that we don't do today. And I guarantee if you start implementing some of these as a regular practice, the team will look forward to not only coming into work every day, they'll look forward to the retrospective, they'll look forward to the learning and growth opportunities, and it is a way that you as a Scrum Master or coach can inject more value into each individual person's day. Wouldn't it be great to have a team that loved coming to work because of the environment that we create? I think that's our responsibility. I think that's our service. I think that's our duty. So if you want to get better at retrospectives, learn to take it beyond improving the Scrum process and into improving the individual, the group, and the company at large.